Hi, this is Kave, and in this video I'm gonna migrate the section of unit test of a project from JUnit to Kotest library. This is the repo that I will put the link in the description, Compose News. That I'm currently working on it to prepare it for migration to KMP. Till now, we move JSON to coding serialization, room to SQL Delight, and in this section we are going to move project from JUnit to Kotest to support multi-platform. This is the official website of Kotest, and I think in here we can see the setup. Right now, because this project is the Compose News is an Android project, we simply follow the Android section of the guideline. So in first step we must add the dependencies in our Gradle build file that I put it here in the version catalog in the Kotest section. Yes, here I added the Kotest assertion, Kotest property, and runner for JUnit5. Kotest in the Android use JUnit engine under the hood. So, yep. And I create a bundle for it to add in every module that I need. For example, in the local, in the test implementation of the core test. Okay, so let's move on to the next step. In this video, I migrated 3 test class. This is a very simple test class that contains 2 simple test function. In the next step, we struggle with a more complicated test, such as they must have a before section and have a local variable for using in the several test cases, and in the last we migrate a view model test that contains coroutines and other stuff for testing. Yes. So after adding the dependencies in the project, we must install the Kotest IntelliJ plugin that you will find it in the market, this plugin. Because with this plugin we have this play green button to simply run the test. Yep, we can start. I rename this class temporary to old and create a new class called market entity mapper test that inherits from a string spec. Yep, this is a abstract class, I guess. Yes, this is a abstract class. There are several spec in the Kotest that you can use it. In the string spec, for example, you can simply define a test case in the string style it's very nice and easy, and use the power of Kotlin DSL. That's it. This is a string spec. You defined your test function in this format. That's it. And simply we copy and paste the body of the function in here, but we format a little bit nicer and use the Kotest assertion library. Yes, I add this library. With this library, you can simply type mapped market. I want assert equal, so I can tell should be equal. Yes. As you can see, this is from IO Kotest, matchers equal. There are several should or should not be, should be, should have, and other stuff that's very helpful, and should equal. Let me type it. Yes. I think this is very nicer. This is an infix function that you can use it like this. Mapped market should be equal, not favorite market. That's it. Just very beautiful. I like it so much. So let's go for the next test case. I duplicate it and copy its name, but I think we can write it in a nicer way, such as so. That's it. And for the next part, I want to copy this line. So mapped local news. Unfortunately, this must be map market entity. Market entity. Good. Good. So I paste it here, and market entity. That's it. That's it. And I can simply remove this class and refactor the code base, and let's see it's everything is okay by running the test case. Okay, everything is fine. As you can see, we have these two past test cases. So let's move to the next step. In this test case, we want before phase, before before all tests, especially, or maybe it must be before all. That is more correct. Why is compelling? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So let's rename it again. Old, for example, create a new class that inherits from a string aspect again. Good. So first of all, I want these two variables, but this is I think it's private, not local. This is a local variable in this spec. In the local variables, we can't define the visibility property for the our variables. So, and this in the next step, we want the before phase. We can simply type before. There are several befores that you can use in any scenarios you want, but in this scenario we want before this spec run the all of its tests, run this block. In here we simply put this line and we're good to go. And finally we can go for this test case and put its name and copy it in here. Good, that's it. I think it's finished. Let's remove this class and refactor the code and run again to ensure everything is fine. Good. The second class is okay, but before we move on to the view model test, let me show you amazing things about not SQL, not Kotest, but I think this is a SQLite feature that as I mentioned in my previous video, in the video of migrating from Room to SQLite, I let me show you. Yes, I moved the this test class from Android test to test. So this is a unit test and running JVM, not on emulator, and this is very good. This is very excellent things. And there are two other should be methods: should be equal for the size, should contain, that you can check if a list contain a certain object or not. That's it. So let's go for the view model. In here as we did it, we renamed this name, and let me close all this function to have more space. Before test. Good. Let's create its class. I think yes, I use the string aspect as well for this class, and it is okay. But let me show you another example that I use another spec. Where I write it, I think it's in this library in new window. Oh, I'm gone. Okay, so yes, there is another spec called free spec. In the free spec, you can amazingly define and grouped your test scenarios. For example, in here, I want to test the description of a utility class and wrap it to event description with this style. Let me run it first to show you something. If you use this syntax, it generates the result like this. As you can see, it's grouping your test cases, and it is very handy in some scenarios. Yes, this is like before, we did like before, but we wrap it in the another string dash and the area of your several test cases. That's it. So finally, let's go for the view model test that use string spec as well and define this. So as I told, in the first step we must copy this property Yep. And in the next we want this property as well, and let's remove this private visibility. Okay, so as you can see, we defined a rule for the dispatcher in the JUnit. For its equivalent in the Kotest, I searched a lot and find something on one of the issues on this library on GitHub that mentioned this line of code to oh shit, I don't copy it well to do this behavior. This one, let's import it and this class. So as you can see, this is an class from coroutine tests, but we must set a listeners for this aspect to handle coroutines on test properly. This class is part of this project that inheritance from test listener. I think it's interface. Yes, it is an this class implement test listener to for before spec and after spec to set the test dispatcher for it. But we can also, yes, we can simply don't pass any dispatcher. It's okay. Yes, we can remove this line too. Okay, and we can move for the next step, that is the before function. So we can simply add a before aspect block, and right now we can simply copy and paste all of the test scenarios in the new class. Let me close it. But this is a helper function that must be public. You don't see it. Let me open to let's format it. Yep, this is a function in file level, but I can set it to private. I think it's okay. So let's use a simple market list provide generator. So let me close this function and go for the next step. I copy this title, add a new, and in this here we can simply assign the run test to function, but in the Kotest, in that body of the function, I must use a extra accolade for wrapping it up. But that is okay. Let's move on to the next. Good. So we can remove all of these class. Let's reformat it. Yes, I think everything is fine. Everything is fine. Let's run the test and see everything is actually right. Good. Every test cases passed. So that's it. This is a minimal. I try to cover all, not all, most common test scenarios in Kotest that you can use it in your project. And yep, that's it. See you in the next episode.